Assalamu alaikum students, I hope you all are fine. Okay students, so we are in unit 1, which is hardware basics. Some of the topics that we have covered are the hardware components of a system unit. Some of the components we have already done and some components are still there to discuss. We discuss the motherboard, then we talk about the processor and its components, that is CU and ALU, control unit and arithmetic logic unit and their functions. And today we are going to discuss the third most important component of a computer, or most important component which is enclosed inside the system unit, that is memory. Whether it is a permanent memory or a temporary memory, we will talk about both of these, but in your book the RAM and ROM are given, so we will discuss both of these memories. And then in the coming lessons we will talk about the expansion cards and expansion slots. So moving towards today's topic, that is memory. Memory is that section of the computer system which is used to retain the data or programs inside the computer. Okay, computer memory is divided into two categories, that is, first category is secondary memory and second is primary memory. Whatever the memory inside the computer, they are divided, or it is divided into two categories, that is secondary memory or primary memory. Here in this diagram we can see that the computer memory is divided into two types, primary memory and secondary memory. And then the primary memory is divided into RAM and ROM, and the secondary memory, which is of course a permanent storage or permanent memory inside the computer, that is also divided into different types, that is floppy disk, hard disk, CD, DVD and pen drives. All these types of storages, they are secondary memory. They fall into the category of secondary memory, and hence they are permanent memories. They can store the data on permanent basis. As far as the primary memory is concerned, so here we can have both type of memories, whether the volatile type of memories or non-volatile, mean whether we can have a temporary memory, and also on the other side we can have the permanent memory working like a primary memory. So guys, if we can have both types of memories in this category, that is primary memory, because we know that random access memory, RAM, it's a temporary memory, but on the other hand ROM is a permanent memory which is only a read only memory. So how we can define the primary memory actually? See, some of the people, they define the primary memory as a volatile memory or a temporary memory, but this definition is wrong. Primary memory doesn't mean that this kind of memory will always be a temporary memory or it will be a volatile memory, and when the power is switched off or the computer is switched off, all the data inside the primary memory will be lost, or it will be deleted, or it will be finished. This is the wrong definition, because we know that ROM is a permanent memory, and even when the computer is switched off, the data inside the ROM will still there. So what will be the definition of primary memory? The correct definition of primary memory is that primary memory is also known as main memory. This is also called main memory, or may also refer to internal memory, and primary storage. All those types of computer memories that are directly accessed by the processor using data bus are called primary memory. Or in other words, we can define the primary memory that the memory which is used during the execution of a program or data or during any process is called primary memory, because such memories are directly accessed by the processor. These memories actually helps the processor while processing any instruction or any data or any program. Like for example RAM, if we see, RAM is directly accessed by the processor. Whenever we execute any program, it will be first of all it is going to be loaded inside the RAM, and then RAM is responsible to give or to provide that information instruction by instruction to the processor. So this is directly accessed by the processor. But in modern computer there are more primary memories, that RAM, cache. Further, the cache memory is divided into level 1, level 2, level 3, and the internal memory, which is called registers, memory registers, which are actually the part of CPU in modern computers. They are also used as a primary memory. So all these types of memories they are involved during the execution of a program or any kind of instructions. They are called primary memory. It's not about the permanent or temporary memory. On the other hand, if we see ROM is a permanent memory, but this is also involved in the execution of a program, as we know that ROM is actually used to boot our computer or to start our window. So window itself is a software, it's a program which is the operating system of our program. So when this program is going to be executed, at that time the ROM, that is read only memory, this primary memory is going to be used. It loads our operating system into our computer. Now RAM, random access memory. RAM stands for random access memory. This is the picture of the RAM. It is a temporary memory, means that when power goes down, RAM is cleared. That's why it is called volatile memory. RAM stores program or data while they are in use by the computer. See, they are also defining the RAM that it's a storage device or it's a memory which is used when any program is executed by the computer at current time. So first of all, the programs or the data which are going to be executed by the CPU, they are loaded inside the RAM, and then the RAM provides that information or those programs sequentially to the processor for processing. So RAM stores programs and data while they are in use by the computer. The random in RAM implies that any portion of it can be accessed at any time. See, actually the RAM stores multiple programs at the same time. The systems that we are using, the microcomputers that we are using nowadays, are capable of executing multiple programs simultaneously. So what actually happens that whatever the program that we are using in our computer at the same time, like for example, currently I'm using the Microsoft PowerPoint along with the browser that I have opened, and I'm also searching for some websites or some data over the internet. On the other hand, the antivirus software is also running on my computer, and some other softwares are also running in the background. All those programs, they are loaded in the RAM. They occupied some space inside the RAM, and whenever we want to work on any of those programs, we want to access any of those programs, so it means that we are actually accessing any part of this memory at any time. That's why it is called random access. It can be accessed randomly, means any part of the RAM can be accessed at any time. That's why it is called random access memory. This makes RAM very fast RAM is shown in figure. Before RAM, there were such type of memories which were actually, they were named as SAM. SAM. They were named as SAM, stands for sequential access memory. Like the tape recorder, it's an example of SAM. The tape recorder cassette, if you have ever seen that, those type of memory, they were sequential access memory. If you want to switch to the fifth song on that cassette or fifth track, so you have to go through the first four tracks and then you will access the fifth one. You cannot directly switch to the fifth song on that tape recording cassette, or that is also called tape storage. So those were types of sequential access memory, but today the the random access memories are used, or the integrated circuits based or integrated chips based memories are used, which provides us with the random access facility. So these kind of memories are called random access memories, and this memory is used in today's computer. The second type of memory, which is also a primary memory and used during the execution of a program, that is ROM. ROM stands for read only memory. This is the picture of the ROM. It is permanent or non-volatile memory which holds data even the computer is switched off, but still it's a primary memory. It is called read only because the data contains in this memory is just read only and cannot be changed or deleted. It's a permanent memory. The ROM contains the set of instructions that how to start the computer, called basic input output system, that is also called BIOS. BIOS and ROM, both of them are the same things. BIOS is actually a program or a set of instructions which are stored inside the device that is called ROM. So it contains the BIOS of our computer. In addition to BIOS, basic input output system, it also contains another set of instructions called power on self test, which is in short it is called POST. Power on self test. This set of instructions ensures that the system is functioning properly and all the expected hardware devices are present. So all these activities are done when we start our computer in the beginning. So, and this is the responsibility of ROM. With the help of these two programs which are stored inside the ROM, it examines the computer and it starts up our computer's operating system. ROM is shown in the figure. Okay students, at the end there is a homework or assignment for all of you. You have to answer a question, and the question is that is it necessary that every primary memory must be a volatile memory? Give arguments to defend your answer. You have to answer this question in yes or no, and in both cases you have to give arguments to defend your answer. Note that you can get help from anywhere. You can get help from the internet and from the books or from any other person. You can get help from anywhere. I will end this lesson with a good quotation by Albert Einstein. He says that any fool can know, the point is to understand. So this is very important, that whatever we are studying, whatever we are learning, we have to get the main idea or the theme of that thing, and we have to understand the concept behind it. Okay students, that's it for today. If you have any question, you can ask me in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for updates. Thanks a lot. Take care. Allah Hafiz.